Hello, welcome to Econometrics Melody. In this tutorial, we'll deal with the different kind of display formats for date and time variables in the Stata. With this main Stata interface active each time, press Ctrl 8 for activating data editor and Ctrl 9 for activating your tool file. Let me arrange this a little bit. Let us clear everything and then generate a variable x using this new command range. Range is between 0 to 10,000 and we need only 27 observations, and that is clear. You see this, the default data storage type of this data is float. Now let us practice another new command also. Let us recast this and recast the variable x with the data storage type of long. Let's say we need only integer values, so long variable x, and let us force this, otherwise it will not accept it. Okay, now you see only integer values and we have saved our memory space. Then after, let us generate another variable called a equals to x for comparison, and these are the formats, display formats for date and time. So t for time. So if you record the data in milliseconds, then you will have to apply this format. If the millisecond as well as the leap second has been considered, then you apply this format. So let us write format for format variable a, and then let us write percentage tc. And what does this mean? You are saying to Stata that whatever numbers that we have in is variable a, they are milliseconds. Okay, so Stata help us display this. So what happens? So 0 millisecond means January 1st 1960 for Stata. So this is the base year or base time for manipulating time and series data, or handling the time. Okay, anything before this you will have a value minus. Let's say if we had minus 27, then that would represent the time before 1960. So let us manipulate this. We need year first. Okay, so this is the century. First two quotes are century, letters are century. Then after year, let us write this slash. Then after month, we need month, 3 digit. Okay, three letters. Then after days. Okay, then after we also want a space, so this will underscore will provide a space, hour, minute, and second. Also write milliseconds. Okay, these are the milliseconds. So this is very simple. So tc, this is the original format that you see on your screen. After this, we want some customized display. Okay, and you see, you'll see the difference. So this is how we can manipulate this. So these are the milliseconds. After this, after millisecond, these are the milliseconds. So let us again repeat this, and we say Stata that the variable a, it contains millisecond including the leap second. You see, Control D, you will not see any difference because our data is not sufficient. 4 years, at least 4 years should pass in order to be able to see the difference in leap seconds. The numeric values in variable a that represents date. So okay, Stata, please display the value. So what will Stata do? Stata will display it. Stata will consider these as days. So from 0 to 384 days, that means 1 year has passed, 1 year and some more days. So you see 1960 to 1961, January 19. So we don't have any use of this displaying our minute seconds. Okay, but you can manipulate this. Let's say we need this year, that's fine, and we don't need this month displayed in letters or a string. We want the number. So if you write capital N, then 2 digits, because the range of the month is between 1 to 30 or 31, 2 digits. Okay, so, and if you write, you see, that will be displayed in this format, and you say no, I don't want those leading zeros. Okay, so if you write a small m, so pay attention to this month, this leading zero will disappear if you write a small n. And you see, same is the case with days. If you don't write this dd, I mean this capital dd, so these two letters, they represent the range actually. So month also contains 2 digits, date also contains 2 digits, hence date in a year, it contains 3 digits, at most 365 to 360 something. So let me write D and D. You see the leading zero from this third observation, and the sixth observation will also disappear if we run this. Otherwise you can display month first. Let us write, if you want to display full month, you can write month, then after days, dd, then after years, ccyy. So Stata will open this. We talked about days, now let us talk about month. The numerical variable that has been stored in A is in fact months, and Stata will display. You see, so from 0, if it is 1960 month 1, so what is the year and month if we add 384 months to this? So it's 1992 month first. These are very simple. If this is month, let me write C and year month. Let us manipulate month in this section. You see, you will get a detailed month. And if you write days also, you will not be mistaken. So it will take first, the value is first, so it is irrelevant, right? We don't write this. So let us manipulate this, and if you write only 3 letters, the month will be followed by 3 letters. If you the initial letter, if you just write the small letter, then the initial letter of the month will also be small. So capital is small. Then after, if you write the small month, okay, and you see, if you write in a small, then everything will be displayed, but in a small letters. The first letter will be small. So let me write all the syntax, so for our reference. So you see, and if you feel like, though it is, if you write, okay, let me separate this by a space, and then after write what may be the hour, then what may be the minute, then what may be the second, then after millisecond, you see, all are 0, because we have said this is, we have recorded in month. So anything after month, that is all 0. Now let us deal with quarters. This is very simple. And if you ask Stata, okay, these are quarters, not months. So whatever numeric numbers that we have is stored in variable A, those were actually quarters. Then what will Stata do? Stata will say, okay, so this is the result, and you can manipulate it on your own. So if you write TQ and then followed, okay, I want the quarter first, okay. So if you write again Q and separate it, and then write year, CCYY, century and year, so you will get your quarter first, the century first quarter, right? And if you want your days also to be displayed, then you can write day name. Do you get anything? It's Friday, Saturday and Sunday. You see the first quarter. And if you write only day, what happens? You get this. If you write capital D, you see what we'll get. If you write day and name, you see, you will see there. Did we talk about days? Yeah, this was about the previous one. Okay, so you can write this. After day also you can write what is the month. Okay, so you can write this month, for month number, or for month you can write, so you can manipulate it the way you like it. Okay, so this does not affect our display. So this is very intuitive, guys. I hope you will practice it. Then after first quarter, we tried this. What was this format like? It was this, okay, and we changed it to something like this. We wanted the quarter as first, then after year as second, okay, only separated by this. Sorry, if you run this, then after, if you run this, you will see the change. If you run this, you will see a change. So after quarter, let's go to week. So this is also very simple. Now Stata will take all these numerical values. It week is weeks. If you mention T for time series and W for week, and see what happens. So week first. So if you want to change this, you want the week. Okay, w. So do you see any zero there? No. So in order to get zero, you should write what is the range of the week. The range of the week is 1 to 4. Okay, the range of the week is 1, sorry, 1 to 52, 1 to 52. So you can write capital W to get leading zero. Then after, okay, you can write your month as well, whatever way you like it to be displayed, month, whatever way you feel like writing. Then after week, month. Do you want to write days? Okay, write days also. Then after, let us write year as well, century, year, and you see what will happen. So this was the week. The first was the week, and then after month. So let us separate this by space, okay, and that will be good. This will be a good idea. Do you see the leading zero in the first observation? 01, it is due to this. 09 in the 14th observation. But if you replace this with a small w, and you see what will happen. You see the leading zero is disappeared. Control D, we have this. So this is very intuitive and very simple. Let us again try. In fact, you wanted the leading zeros of the week and separated by month and year. Okay, sorry, year and quarter. So you write CCYY, and what is its week? So week and year, that's fine. If you run this and you see WW, this is the week, and we have CCYY. Sorry, this it is due to this. If you want to provide a space, you should not really provide a space, but you should provide this character underscore that will give you a space. And you see, so this is the week, first week 1960, 21st week 1967. So if you want this leading zero to disappear, then you write a small double and you see the, sorry, I ran out. So this week. Okay, after a week we have quarters. We have completed quarters as well. Now let us try the half yearly thing. Control B, and let us write if it was a half yearly, what would Stata do? Stata would expand this. Now you can manipulate this. You take this and write, okay, after this you can write year. This is the default one, and then let us say you want to add a character called half yearly, right? So you can add a character. To add a character, write this and capital S for half yearly, or capital A, capital L, capital F, half, and then yearly, Y E A R, half year, and then you write what is the real half year, okay, and H. So let us give the space and write H or half yearly, and you see what will happen. You see half year and the first, 1960 half year first, 215 half year first, half year second. So this is how we manipulate the half year. We have learned how to insert the character as well. So if you want to display the week, sorry, the day as well, and you see, okay, you write CCYY and you want to display half year, H for half year, and you want to display what is the name of the day. What was it? So this was 1961 Friday. This was on Friday, right? So okay, let us manipulate this. You write day name, then after you write, okay, day name. So let us undo this. We have written this, okay. You could, if you want to display it capital letter DAYNAME, so that works. DAY only, okay. What do you say? This, if you write after DAY, if you write capital DAY, You see the difference? And then if you write capital DA, so by this time you might have understood what does this capital do. So only two letters, so two letters of the day's name, control V, and if you write only two letters here, you will get the same thing. So by this time you're clear about this. Let's say you copy this and you paste this, and then half yearly, and if you write what were the, how many days were there actually, control D, you see this is 1 day, 183 days. And you can even write a small j to exclude the leading zeros, you see. So this middle one represents the half yearly, first half yearly, and this represents the days. Okay, so second half yearly, so it's 183 days. So let us write for, if you write this capital N is for month, the range of the month in numbers, okay, 1 to 12. So if you write a small en, then what will happen? Leading zero will disappear if any. Now let us calculate something about year, okay? Control V. So what if it were the years? So this is very simple. The year is very simple, you know, it takes the statistics, the numbers as year, and it with the leading zero. So 384 means 384 AD maybe. So where are we at present? So we are somewhere in between this. So 1923, the first two letters, they are the century, 3rd century, 11th century, and we are in the 21st century, in between 19th to 20th century. So we don't have anything to manipulate. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Econometrics Melody.